Welcome back. This is Defender Chassis. My name's Scott, and this is Shop Update number 6, December 15th edition. This video is going to be somewhat short. I had some things I wanted to go over, but I'm proud to say, happy to say, that the workload here in the shop has kind of shot up, and I just don't have time to do a real lengthy video today. But the few things that I do want to talk about, I didn't mention in the last video that I was going to the PRI show. If you're not familiar with PRI, it's a trade show based on racing alone. If you're in the industry, it's worth going out to Indianapolis and taking a look, and I did so for 2 of the 3 days this week. I could talk about it for a long time, but I need to get this video out. So what I'm going to do is I took about 50 pictures of things that just caught my eye while I was out there. So at the end of this video, I'm going to do a little slideshow, show you all those pictures. As far as what's going on here at the shop, you can see that there's a Jeep here behind me. Kind of a neat project. I'm not going to go into it right now, but we'll probably show you what we did on that in the next update. Sewer line. Let me show you a couple pictures here of what happened with the sewer line. The neighbor had a miniature track hoe next door. The neighbor's son actually was doing some work for his dad, and he asked me for a favor, and I said, sure, can I ask you for a favor? Anyway, long story short, my sewer line is now connected for the shop. There was already a sewer line out there, and all we did was tie into that, as you can probably see here from the pictures. The bad side is that, and this is totally my fault, I forgot where the electric conduit. I didn't forget where it was at. I forgot to worry about the fact that we were going to hit it. And we ended up digging in a place we didn't need to dig to anyway. So here's a couple pictures of a repair of the damage and the repair I had to do to that electrical conduit. The wire didn't get damaged, so we just simply sealed the conduit back off. What you're looking at is I took a piece of 3-inch Schedule 80 conduit, cut a section long enough to make the repair, slid it in half with a table saw, used 1 band clamp, shot spray foam up in the damaged conduit, and then put the clamshell of the 3-inch Schedule 80 around the 2-inch that was already there, and then put a clamp around it, spray foamed all that. So you know, that should take care of, you know, unless somebody that's as big a dummy as me digs it up again. What else? The office. Drywall is all done. The concrete backer board is all installed. I'm waiting on a guy to come and finish the drywall. Last shop update, I had mentioned that I was going to do the finishing the drywall myself. A buddy of mine heard me talking about it, and he said, hey, listen, I got a guy, let me send him up. So next day, guy was up here, looked at it, said, you buy the material, I'll have my guys finish it for 500 bucks. And I just don't know how to beat that deal. You know, I don't like doing it. I don't do a great job at it. So in the interest of having something that looks decent when we're done, I'm going to go ahead and pay the 500 and get it done. So hopefully by the next shop update, you'll see those walls up there done and painted. Let's talk about subscribers. You know, I never talk about subscribers, but I have got some of the best people. I know everybody that subscribes doesn't watch the videos every time I post them, but the ones that do, listen, I sure do appreciate you. And you know, a lot of people find the negative in the world, and the fact is that most people are good people. And as evidence of that, let me tell you what happened. The 2 guys that won the contest for the Torx bits and sockets, the guy that got the pick, and I forget which one was which. Instead of, he lived in Canada, and he said, well, you know, instead of you shipping that to me and paying all this, you know, paying the money to do that, why don't you find some youth in your area that could use the tools? And I thought, geez, you know, that's a really great idea. So he didn't pick which one he would have wanted, so I went back to the guy that got the second pick, and I said, hey, listen, here's what happened, so I don't care which ones I give away, since you were next in line, how about you take a pick? And he said, you know what, that's a good idea too. So listen, thumbs up to those guys. One of them was Craig Voisin, and one was BAM Customs. Actually, BAM Customs is out of Canada. That was the guy that got the pick and the first one to initiate it. And then Craig Voisin said, hey, listen, I'd like to do the same thing. Anyway, both of you guys still got some decals coming your way. Mailed them yesterday, and they should be arriving any day now. So the last thing I want to do before we go to the slideshow on the PRI stuff is talk about, I'd like to do this if I can every bi-weekly, every time the shop update comes out. I'd like to do this, but that means you guys are going to have to send me pictures of stuff you're working on. Now, if I get overloaded, it doesn't mean that you send it on, you know, in 2 weeks it's going to be on the next show. I may save them up. I think we'll just do, well, let's just see how it goes. If I get enough, I'll do 2 or 3. But BAM Customs out of Canada sent me some pictures of some stuff he did, and this is what I'm going to show you. It's a PT Cruiser, and this is what it looked like when he started, and this is what it looked like when he finished. So I think it really turned out pretty neat. It's kind of interesting. I've seen some kits for PT Cruisers to do different things with them, and none of them look right. So I think BAM Customs kind of hit it right with what he did there, making it into a little bit of a pickup. So anyway, hey, listen, thanks for watching. Don't forget, PRI pictures are coming up. I'll see you on the next shop update in 2 weeks. And don't forget, send your pictures of your projects to defenderchassis@yahoo.com. And don't forget, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and see you on the next update. Thanks for watching.